lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We golfs that one high in the air, out to right. Wood is back and right on cue. Kyle Sauers, second deck.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
And behind Sandy Alcantara, this guy has gone the distance. It's his 13th career complete game and his 5th career complete game shutout.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Huffman, Gregg & Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
It's all down. I'm pissed off. I'm ready to go.
Why do you get so pissed off?
I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Stephen Strom.
Nice job, Laddie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live here from Lone Depot Park in beautiful Miami, Florida on an 86-degree Wednesday night in the Magic City. The roof and the walls, they are shut and secure. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. We're on 104.3 FM WQAM.
I kid him a lot. I think Bert was born to hit.
Game 134 of 162. 29 games remain, and the Marlins will wrap up this 6-game homestand tonight, where Miami has shown two very different sides of itself in these two series. After sweeping the Nationals, the Marlins have dropped the first two in this set against the Boston Red Sox. To be honest with you guys, the Marlins have really spoiled their chances this series. They've gone 3 for 32 with runners in scoring position, and they've left 25 men combined in the first two games of this series. However, you know there's always a glass, and it's half full if I'm sipping it. With a win tonight, Miami would finish 4-2 before heading off to D.C. later tonight. Ryan Gusto, he will take the ball for Clayton McCullough. He's also looking for his first win of the season. Gusto has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in each of his last, or his first 4 starts rather, to this month of August. It's a 2.41 ERA. He's in need of a victory right now. And Miami, after last night, they used 7 different relievers. So we will get you in segment 2 the game plan from the skipper, Clayton McCullough, on how he plans to deploy some of these individuals for Ryan Gusto. Now, Gusto today will go opposite a veteran. That is Sonny Gray, the 36-year-old, in season 14, particularly on the road this season. 9-1 with a 2 ERA in his last 10 starts away from Boston. He has completed at least 6 frames in 9 consecutive road starts. But it is game 3 of this 3-game set between your now 67 and 66 Miami Marlins and the 73 and 59 Boston Red Sox. We will get going, even though it is a getaway day, at 6:40 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Wednesday night. With Jack McMullen and Jeff Nelson, I am Steven Strom. We got an informative program for you. It is meaty, and we will go the distance on this Wednesday night, but we thank you for your participation as we set the stage for Game 3 between the Marlins and the Red Sox. We will talk about some of the base running blunders. We'll break it down with Clayton. We also will get you an update on what the state of the bullpen looks like. We'll get you at the count with Gusto and Gray. Jack will jump in for segment 4. X-Poll question today at Marlins Radio, and Steve's guarantee to victory. But the recent struggle to plate runs, particularly against, I would say, the Phillies and the Red Sox, right? Last week in Philadelphia, we talked a lot about the runners in scoring position and also the men left on base. But let's more focus on the teams that are above 500 here with the Marlins. And it's forced Miami maybe to be reckless rather than aggressive on the base pass. And I just laid it out for you. In this series against Boston, a combined 3 for 32 with runners in scoring position, and the Fish have left 25 on base, which could induce some form of pressing. We saw it with Jacob Marcy trying to steal a run on a ground ball to first base. We even saw Xavier Edwards running from second to third. Now, I decided to look up last night, and there is a number on Baseball Reference called outs on the bases, when a runner is put out when making a base running play. We have heard all season long, before even spring training, Peter Bendick's identity with this team. It is going to be fast, it is going to be athletic, it's going to be optionality, it's going to be we need to cause havoc on the base pass. So as far as the number on Baseball Reference, the outs on bases, the Marlins lead the league in that category with 56 outs on the bases. Here was Marlins manager Clayton McCullough last night discussing his team's base running.
I think the one, with Xavier at second, I think he made a really good initial read. I mean, a little tough, the ball with the trajectory it comes off. You certainly don't want to just run into, the double play. So I think his initial read was good. And then maybe just, thought maybe where the guy was pinned back, he had a chance. And then Marcy, aggressiveness is what he does. And instinctually, he was running on, he was going to steal the base. He comes around third, sees an off-balance throw going across the infield. And I think in his mind, he just thought, where he was and the potential time it was going to take for the throw to get to first and then back home. They just, Wilson made a good throw to get him. Yeah, I mean, they end up, you make some outs there that do hurt you, but I think we'll just continue to, as a group, we know we need to continue to, find ways, it's not only now this year, but moving forward to make that impactful for us. And then certainly, we always are talking about any of these plays that come up, whether they work out or they don't, how we can, just continue as a group to become, the best in baseball at aggressiveness.
Marlins manager Clayton McCullough on the base running last night. So the Marlins lead Major League Baseball with 56 outs on the bases. Now, on the contrary, when you look at base running runs on Baseball Savant, which is a metric designed to express the overall value of a base runner measured in runs created or lost via stealing bases and taking extra bases on the base pass. I know it's a lot to kind of comprehend, but the Marlins are 7th in baseball with a +6 differential. So here's the big question. How do the Marlins find the harmony between being aggressive and not being reckless? And there has to be some factor with how that the last two series, at least with Philadelphia, and how it's gone here with the Boston Red Sox. When you're getting ducks on the pond and you can't seem to deliver with the big hit, and you look at the end of the night and you're 2 for 18 with runners in scoring position and 14 left on base, there's going to be guys that are going to, I wouldn't even say press, like you just have to take your shot. So let's see if the Marlins can get back on track tonight against Sonny Gray, and we'll see if the base running cleans up here tonight with an opportunity to get to 4-2 on this homestand. When we come back, 7 relievers were used last night in the extra inning loss to the Boston Red Sox. What's the plan? We'll hear from Clayton next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at Miccosukee.com.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D, the ultimate second screen experience. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $5.99 per month.
Thinking about upgrading your sleep? Now is the time to shop Sleep Number. Trusted by millions for nearly 40 years, Sleep Number offers superior comfort, personalized adjustability, temperature benefits, and value that is unmatched in the industry. And right now, during the Sleep Number Labor Day sale, all mattresses are on sale. Invest in your sleep and experience firsthand Sleep Number's personalized comfort. Stop by a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com to learn more.
This is Owen Casey, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Well, last night felt like a triple whammy. You don't even lose. You lose in extra innings, and you have to use 7 different relievers out of the bullpen for the Marlins. So it puts you in a tough position here today, particularly with Ryan Gusto. Now, Gusto's been better from an ERA standpoint here in the month of August. Actually really good, a 2.41 ERA. But the thing with Gusto, it's not that he can't get deep. It's just that the Marlins haven't allowed him to work deep into games like, say, a Sandy Alcantara or a Yuri Perez. Sure, you have to earn that opportunity to do so. But the last couple for Ryan Gusto, 4 innings, 4 2/3, 4 innings, 6 innings, and 5 innings. But I don't think there's any question after the roster move that was made today, and it was Cade Gibson being optioned to AAA Jacksonville. Patrick Monteverde was recalled and selected, actually, from AAA Jacksonville. They need a big start from Ryan Gusto today, particularly from a length standpoint. So, big question, Clayton McCullough, how is the bullpen, and how do you plan on deploying this particular individual's arms for tonight's game?
I think tonight is going to be see how we need to get through this game. I think the reality is we go back and look again at the last 5-6 days, and even prior to the off day in Philly, and what I felt like I needed to do to try to win as many games as I could. And what that is it has close games and a lot of guys racking up appearances. And so tonight, I think we're going to count on Gusto to go out there and give us a good start. And, from there, let where we're at in the game, we're at dictate which way we go. But you know what? Dax, Monty, if they got to come in here tonight, I expect them to be able to go out there and get outs.
Dax Fulton, 24-year-old southpaw, last 5 appearances with AAA Jacksonville, 9 innings pitched. He surrendered 0 runs. Opponents are hitting 167, but he's walked 7. Now, Monty is Patrick Monteverde, 28-year-old southpaw as well. He was just selected from Jacksonville. His last 4 with Jax, 18 1/3 innings pitched. He's pitched to a 3.44 ERA. The guys that could be down in that bullpen, Josh Eknes, most likely, threw 14 pitches yesterday, threw 16 pitches on Monday. Tyler Zuber threw 13 pitches yesterday, 12 pitches on Monday. And probably Calvin Fauché, who threw 11, and then he threw 18 on Sunday and 13 on Saturday. So it's going to be an all-hands-on-deck sort of teamwork for the Marlins here tonight. And we'll get you ahead of the count next with Sonny Gray and Ryan Gusto on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
John Crook here. And baseball stats can tell you a lot. When your car breaks, you want a company that has all the right stats on your team. CarShield's been in business for over 20 years. That's staying power. They're America's most trusted auto protection. That's reputation. They've sold over 3 million contracts. That's a whole lot of happy drivers. Let CarShield help with costly repairs when an unexpected breakdown happens.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, in our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
Legal battles shouldn't be fought alone, especially when your health, finances, or family's future are on the line. I'm Adam Werner. At Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, we guide our neighbors across the Miami, Florida community through some of life's most difficult legal transitions, from injury cases to disability cases, bankruptcy, and more. Our team is committed to providing clear guidance, strong advocacy, and dependable support every step of the way. Let our family help lead the fight so you can focus on yours. Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
This is Pete, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
We'll have an update on Pete Fairbanks, who hit the IL yesterday at some point during a pitching change. But tonight's starting pitchers are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the price seat to our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. We'll also get you ahead of the count, which is brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. We'll be nice. We'll start with the visitors. That's the Boston Red Sox. They're ready to wrap up a series in this interleague series in the final game of this homestand. And Chad Tracy will send out Sonny Gray, 36-year-old right-hander in season 14. Season 1 with the Boston Red Sox. This guy's a 3-time All-Star. He was traded in November of the offseason from St. Louis to Boston. What a year it's been for Sonny. 16-3, a 2.79 ERA. He's thrown 138 and 2/3 combined innings. He's punched out 123. He's offered 36 free passes. He did win on Friday against the Giants, allowed 4 runs over 6 innings. He gave up back-to-back home runs from Drew Gilbert and Rafael Devers. But for Sonny Gray, perspective was the key.
I was happy and proud to get through 6, putting up a 0 in the 5th, putting up a 0 in the 6th. I just felt a little off, and that's okay. Boys picked me up big time. After the 4th, I came in and I was pissed and upset, and Bells just simply said, "Hey, we're still winning the game." And I was kind of like, you know what, you're right. We're still winning the game. You're still winning the game. They don't all look pretty, but I'll take a win any way you can get one.
How about Sonny Gray? He's having quite the year for the Red Sox, and he's doing so at the age of 36. The best single-season record by a Red Sox pitcher at age 36 or older. Sonny Gray's got 16 wins. That is the best of any season. Curt Schilling's on this list. Lefty Groove's on this list. Cy Young's on this list. Sonny Gray's completed 6 innings for 5 consecutive starts. He's 3rd in the American League in Cy Young voting, or at least the odds to win it. 6 different pitches Sonny Gray will offer. A sinker and the sweeper, that's really his 2 go-to pitches. Opponents hitting 200 against the sinker. He's punched out 40 with that sinker. And then opponents are hitting 138 on the sweeper, and he's K'd 59 with that particular pitch. Sonny Gray tonight will go opposite Ryan Gusto, 27-year-old right-hander. He'll make his 13th start and 18th appearance. Gusto 0-3, a 4.3 ERA, 57 and 2/3 innings pitch. He's pitched really well the last couple here in the month of August. He's punched out 51 and walked 15 on the year. But he threw 4 shutout against the Washington Nationals on Friday night. He punched out 2, but the big thing for Ryan Gusto is he faced a lineup that featured no C.J. Abrams and no James Wood. So I asked a question post-game to Gusto, did it make a difference?
It's a good question. Those guys are, a really big part of that team, right? Not having them in there is definitely a different lineup. But I think overall, my plan recently especially has been to just attack as much as possible, right? Like using that whole arsenal and throwing a lot of strikes and, putting guys on the defensive. So I think that strategy still played out, the way that we would have wanted it to, kind of regardless.
Ryan Gusto, he's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in each of his first 4 starts this month. In August, it will be his final one, I think. Yes, with the off day tomorrow. This will be his last start in the month of August. So, Sonny Gray, Ryan Gusto, they will feature our matchup on the mound. Coming up next, we got a lot to talk about with Jack. We got the base running. We've got how we can get to Sonny Gray. The number you need to know about Gray, I'm sniffing some fraudery here. Jack joins me next. We'll step aside. We're playing baseball at 6:40 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field, relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
Hey,
it's Joe Rose and Hollywood. Catch us weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on WQAM. We've got Marlins news and everything else going on in South Florida sports, including the Canes, Heat, Panthers, and the Dolphins. Spend your mornings with us right here on the home of the Marlins, FM 104.3 WQAM, and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
And of course, Joe, they can always catch all of our interviews that we do on the show on our website at WQAM.com.
John Crook here. You ever hear sound and immediately know your day just got expensive? That right there, that's the sound of a bad day. On the field, I'm prepared and ready for anything. Off the field, I'm the same way, because repair bills don't ask permission. They just show up. That's why I have CarShield, coverage options that help with costly car repairs.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Ballpark's been lively. Today is just really about today and us salvaging this game, finishing with a win at homestand, and then getting out on the road, which we know where we're at and how important the rest of this stretch is, but it has been. It's been a fun couple of games. I think it's been great to be in these moments, and it's only going to serve and bode our group well.
Well, it's been a tale of two series here for the Marlins. And I say that with 3 victories against the Nationals. They were similar issues, as Jack McMullen joins me now. The Marlins weren't great with runners in scoring position. They really haven't been great running the bases. I think they were just a better team than the Nationals, and that's why they got 3 straight victories. But when they've sort of met their match, the Phillies, the Red Sox, these base running blunders, and we opened with this in segment 1, is the lack of hitting with runners in scoring position possibly pressing these guys on the base pass? And how do you find the harmony when you go 3 for 32 the first 2 games of the series and you leave 25 left on base?
You know, you really hope those two things don't coexist, right? You really hope that outs on the base paths don't carry into a young hitter's mind saying, well, I got to muscle up and do something here because we're going to get out on the base path. No, like, at the end of the day, the standard should just be higher on the base paths, and you just shouldn't get out on the base paths, to be quite honest with you. So I really hope that the base running issues over the last handful of weeks are not rearing their heads with runners in scoring position, because guys need to muscle up and they feel like they have to do a job more than other times. But the base running issue has been exactly that. It's been an issue, and we talk about it all the time, and we hit on it last night, and obviously you hit on it in segment 1. Like, it is a tightrope act that you watch between relentlessness and aggressiveness and running into outs. And unfortunately, the Marlins are kind of falling off the tightrope at a couple of different instances. And there was one in particular last night that didn't concretely burn them, but it was the double steal attempt with 2 outs, and Tyrone Guerrero lifts the knee, and if he puts a throw in the general vicinity of second base, he picks off Sanoja with 2 men gone, and that ends the inning. Like, those are the kind of things that just, like, you need to tighten up against really high-quality opponents. And the Red Sox, to your point, are just a better team than the Washington Nationals, and the little things matter exponentially more.
Yeah, the Marlins, they lead the entire baseball with 56 outs on the bases. How about Eric Reed just coming in here during a live segment? What's going on? Jimmy as well. But on the other side, when it comes to base running runs on Baseball Savant, the Marlins are at the top of the list. So it's a tough thing to kind of, again, there's a tightrope there. All right, let's move on here to Sonny Gray. I made this comp. He's not Nick Martinez, I get that. But the FIP would lead you to possibly believe that he has got some form of luck on his side. How is Sonny Gray fooling us, in Steven Strom's mind, this season?
It's a great question because he's been doing it for 13 years before this, too. Sonny Gray is a guy that buckles down and gets outs when he needs them most, and I'm going to try and pluck a stat to illustrate that. When Sonny Gray has runners in scoring position, opponents are hitting .223 against him. I don't think that's good enough, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Here's a different stat. On the first pitch against Sonny Gray, opponents have an 1,100 OPS, right? The most important pitch in baseball, in particular for Sonny Gray, is strike 1. After 1-0, opponents have an 875 OPS. If they fall behind 0-1, they have a 429 OPS. And I would tell you to go look at the heat map of where his slider lands or his sweeper lands, because it is all below the zone. So I don't think that there's like this concrete number that I can tell you. It's like, here's why Sonny's been so lucky this year, because at the end of the day, he like
no, and
some
I
guys
say
just
that
are.
very facetiously. Like,
No, I know. And some guys just are. But Sonny Gray lives on sliders that start on the lower outside edge and peel just off. And he's been doing that for a decade and a half. And he's throw a toothpick in now, man. He's a pitcher. He's just a pitcher. He gets dudes out.
All right, you want to play a game with me?
Yeah.
Let's do the who's down game.
Okay.
You got your bullpen
matrix
RotoWire ready to go here?
I love this.
Marlins used 7 different relievers in a 7-3 loss in 11 innings.
Yeah.
Jack McMullen, who's down? I got Eck.
Eck is down.
Ekness is down.
He's worked 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Zuber has worked 4 out of 5. He's down.
Okay.
Fairbanks is on the IL. He's down.
I'm going to give you Calvin Fauché, too.
Fauché's worked 4 out of 5. He's down. Big Mike threw 22 pitches yesterday. I think they would like to avoid him. And then Ralston, who has thrown 41 pitches over the last 3 games, I think he's down.
Okay.
I think that we're talking about bullpen enforcements or reinforcements after Gusto
Monty
of
time.
Patrick Monteverde and Dax Fulton. I think that's what we got.
I'm with you, Jack. Dax Fulton, last 5 appearances with AAA Jacksonville, 9 innings, 0 earned runs. Just a second here, Jack.
Yeah.
Patrick Monteverde, last 4 for Jacksonville, 18 1/3, a 3 ERA.
I forgot a big one. Vodnik.
Oh.
He's available.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Victor Vodnik is available. I thought you had
available.
some big take or something.
No,
like
it was just a brain fart, and I just wanted to correct, and Vodnik's available.
It's okay. You're human. Victor Vodnik. All right, let's break. Expo question, Steve's guarantee. It's next on the Marlins Radio Network.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. In a clinical study, Eliquis apixaban reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding than warfarin.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Ask your doctor about the #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner, Eliquis.
Labor Day deals are looking good at Lowe's. Save $10 on 1-gallon cans and $50 on 5-gallon pails of select interior paint via rebate. Plus, get 2 2.5-quart or 3-quart mums for just $8. A fresh look and savings? Even better. Labor Day deals are on now at Lowe's, in-store and online. Valid through 9/9. While supplies last. Mum sizes vary by location and exclude Alaska and Hawaii. See store at Lowe's.com for more details.
Drinking and driving will change your whole world. Whether you get pulled over or get into a crash, things will never be the same. Getting a sober ride will change your world for the better. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hey, it's Black. And Abdallah. Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal?
And if you drive while you're high, law enforcement can definitely tell.
If you feel different, you drive different.
Drive high, get a DUI.
Paid for by NHTSA.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
You know, you never know who's going to be in the Marlins Radio Network booth. Eric Reed just coming in. What a play-by-play. What a dude. What a play-by-play announcer. I actually spent some time with the Miami Heat as a broadcast assistant. So cool to have Eric Reed here in the Marlins Radio Network booth. Should have had him on for a spot, but we transitioned here. Marlins fans, when water, fire, or mold strike, trust the Marlins' #1 choice. It's ServPro from cleanup to construction. They work to make it like it never even happened. Let's get to our Expo question today. Yesterday, we heard from Chris Hess, the Marlins' assistant hitting coach. He spent some time with the Boston Red Sox organization. Our Expo question today, we said it yesterday. How many years was Chris Hess with the Boston Red Sox organization? It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
Yep, I'm telling you, Sonny Gray, he's got a 2.70 ERA. He's got a 3.6 FIP. There's something fishy here. FIP, fielding independence, okay? That means if your defense was perfect, this is what your ERA would look like. It would suggest that Sonny Gray's gotten a little lucky this year. Give me 4 runs on Sonny Gray. Give me an Owen Casey extra base hit. Ryan Gusto, 4 innings, 2 runs, and give me 2 stolen bases for the Miami Marlins. A lot cleaner on the base pass. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. Jeff Nelson, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner, and we thank you for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball, it's next on the Marlins Radio Network.